everybody. How you doing? Sorry I'm a few minutes late. The internet is acting up in Delaware. Our internet companies are not the best. Does everybody have their drink? They have their coffee, their tea. I don't have my earrings on today. I gave up. Today I'd like to sit and talk when no one's listening. I want to get the glare off the page, off the art. There you go. So how was everybody last night? Did you have a good night? The wind is kicked up down here in Delaware, so my throat feels kind of froggy today. But I have my handy dandy cheat sheet since I'm new to this, and I wanted to talk a little bit about this particular drawing when no one's listening. Yeah, I'm going to take it out of here. So that way it'll make it easier. Oh, this is good. You can see that all the drawings come with a mat and they come with a back. It's easy to frame. It's 11 by 14, so it just goes right into a frame of your choosing, or I can actually put it in a frame here if you want to talk about that. This is a very minimalist drawing. I mean, you can really see there was not a lot of lines going on. And the name of When No One's Listening, I think, kind of really fits this piece. You can tell that there's not a lot of connection. It's like in the beginning when I started thinking about this, I had a lot to say that day, and I guess people were just really busy that day, and I really didn't get to connect. I didn't have a lot of people listening, and so I put it down into a drawing. And you can tell with the golds and the grays and the muted brown in here. I think there's a little silver too in there. That the pieces were, those particular shapes were just hanging. They weren't really connecting, and if they were connecting, it was just a little bit. And I know everybody has had this particular issue. Everyone. There's no one here that has had something to say and no one was listening. We all have had that particular situation. And I found that interesting because my emotions are the same as your emotions. You know, we all have had times where we wanted something to say and there was either no one around, or people were too busy, or they just didn't want to listen. The one thing that comes from this drawing, I think, is I think these pieces up here are part of acceptance. You just kind of accept that no one's listening to you right then. So I think that's what that a little bit of the deeper meaning of it. Again, these particular drawings, paintings, are really fun to create because they come from up here and they come from your heart, and you're just trying to connect. So anytime you look at this wall, you find something within it that you can see within yourself. You know, when no one's listening, I totally understand. I know I've got parents, sisters, brothers, brother-in-laws, friends. They've all had that particular situation. The embrace. Everybody has had a situation like that where they just leaned in for comfort and there was somebody there. It's not any different. Those emotions aren't any different than anybody else has felt. They just became visual, which is amazing. I mean, you can actually see something in each of these paintings. And they're going to be different for everybody. I see the embrace one way. I see when no one's listening one way, but somebody else may see something else, which is fantastic. I want to go back a little bit again. I don't want to keep repeating myself every day. If anybody has any questions, please throw them in the comments, and I'll definitely do the best I can to answer them as quick as I can. But Woven Whispers collection wasn't an intentional collection. It started out of me just trying to get my feelings down on paper, and I picked up a pen. I mean, what does an artist do? You either pick up a paintbrush, pick up a pen. A musician picks up an instrument, same thing. So these are visual emotions, and they're loosely based on neurographic art and mid-century art. Neurographic art is in just one simple line. It's just a way to draw what you feel. That's it. It's just drawing what you feel. Mid-century art, very simply, is simple shape, form, and balanced color. And it's just quiet. There's not a lot going on in the background. A lot of mid-century art, you'll see graduated one color and graduated going all the way up the page from darker to lighter. And then complementary balanced color on the page. And I've kept them white in the back just to make them really clean and clear. I could have put some color in the back, and when I started out, I didn't want them fussy. I wanted you to be able to really clearly see what the drawing said. As you can tell, I'm a big coffee drinker. I like tea. I like hot tea, but I like herbal hot tea. But I love coffee. And I don't know if it's the stevia I put in it, or if sometimes I put low-fat chocolate milk in it, and sometimes I put half and half in it. Just depends what I'm in the mood for. Some people were asking, why did I start with a black pen? And I think the really simple answer is it's the first pen I grabbed. And then after that, I was experimenting with black, dark gray, and navy. And even if I drew it in navy, I went back and added black on top of it because that's the way I like to see it. It just felt like the colors popped a lot more off the page. So that answers that. Some people have also asked how long it takes these drawings to be created. I'm an artist that stop-starts. So I may work for an hour and then get up, go for a walk, grab a cup of coffee, and come back. So I really can't answer. I mean, I think I would say a day by the time I drew the black lines. And then I came back and tried to analyze it and decide what color palette would fit it the best. Sometimes that took the longest, just trying to read the drawing and analyze it and say, what does this say to me? You know, like I may start with one feeling, and then by the time I'm done with the drawing, I'm at another feeling. So I had to figure out which feeling was more visual during the painting, during the drawing. Again, these drawings are $2.25, and for any first-time drawing, any first-time collector, you'll get 15% bonus off of the drawing. I also include a mystery print. You have no idea which print you're going to get. It's a 5x7. It comes with a bookmark, and the bookmark has a tiny picture of what the painting is, and then it has the story of how I see the painting on it. They come matted in a clear sleeve, and they, like I said, they have a back. There's the painting or the drawing and a mat. This paper is a high quality drawing paper. It's a pretty heavy duty weight. And I also seal it with a Durlin wax. And that means that even if you spilt something on a painting, the paper around it, if it wasn't covered in Durlin wax, may get messed up, but the drawing itself will not. Especially if you get to it right away. I think that's all I'm going to talk about for today. I don't want to stay on here for a long time, and I don't want to make every live the same. So what I'm going to do is say, hey, take it easy. Cheers. Enjoy your Thursday. And I'll see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. As long as my internet is working right. Have a good day. Bye-bye.